guy you're looking for is an ex-commando. He killed 16 Chechen rebels single-handed.
Get the fuck out of here.
He was with the Interior Ministry. Guy's some kind of Russian Green Beret. This guy cannot come back to tell this story. You understand?
You're not gonna believe this. He killed 16 Czechoslovakians. Guy was an interior decorator.
His house looked like shit.
And of course, you guys remember that commando? The guy that survived before? John F. Rambo? Well, he is alive and kicking. And he manages to kill another grill. What a legend, man. I just couldn't say anything bad. Just what a legend. Hello there, folks. Hatman here, and I truly hope you guys are having a lovely day. We are watching 2v2 in Stalingrad. We are playing as Germans, and our enemies are playing the Soviet Union and the United States. So I'm bringing two squads. The first one will be Alf Claren to the right flank, and we are bringing Grenadiers to the center. There are 5 points to be taken in this mod. Now we are making sure that our Grenadier can actually use its rifle grenade with HE shells. I'm pinging the position for my ally. He only has about 40 online games, but I bet they're not even multiplayer. He might be having like PvE sessions like I did in the past. So I'm trying to help him a bit, giving directions. And because Ausklaren are scouts, they are faster, and we got into position before our opponent could get there. My ally brought the Kupenwagen. And I think he's exchanging fire with Willie, but Willie, maybe enemy opponent takes control of it. And Willie can be a bit more powerful, to be honest, with that 30 cal. Has a bigger magazine, that's for sure, if I remember correctly. So my ally squad get completely obliterated on the left flank. And we cannot allow that to happen, but we have not met any resistance in the center. My guys are positioned, so I decide simply to fortify what we already taken. Yeah, I'm gonna check for that MG34 from the Kupenwagen. And we're gonna try to find a good position for him to fire back at the enemy. So we have two Grenadiers. These guys are actually very, very capable. They only have 200 HP, but with those assault rifles, they are very, very difficult to beat, both at the range and the close quarters. We gotta make sure that our guys are spread out so they don't get taken out by a single grenade. We fire Panzerfaust into the building. I was hoping to hit the ground floor, but I missed. Still, we had some results. You can blow up and open holes in the buildings for your troops to enter if there are no doors on that side. Okay, we managed to nail that guy. Now we're gonna use our hand grenades. We're gonna micro them and just try to clean those foxholes. Enemies are controlling those small trenches on the northeastern part of the map. Yeah, I tried to be a hero and then get smoked, essentially. That thing should be easy to destroy for my ally with a 20 mil cannon. And at first, I thought that guy was having a satchel, but I didn't see that he was, you know, as a Shrek guy. That was really unfortunate. I did not do a good job to protect my ally. And here, we try to even more fortify this position to make it difficult for the enemy to take it back, of course. I'm gonna again make sure that my rifle grenadier actually uses its rifle grenades, because they usually do not do that. It can fire in parabolic trajectory, so keeping him under cover is a good way to go. Take direct control. Yeah, kill the guy. Try to heal a bit. Yeah, as we said, these guys are very, very capable. But it seems like opponent on my side is trying to get close. I forgot that I have to move first and then use direct control. That was a very interesting exchange. But we got him with the rifle grenade. Yeah, he's controlling, I'm controlling, and I get him. But he was able to dig in. And as you can tell, we have some gaps in our lines. Oh, there was another explosion. As you can tell, I'm getting my infantry as much as I can. Like, always calling new squads. If my guys get thin out, like, I just get more of them. This is a big mistake for newer players. They try to preserve their MP, or sometimes they're like really not sure what to do with it. They're either waiting for like a bigger purchase, or they're not sure what to do with it. Just try to field as many units as possible, because I'm fighting over 3 points simultaneously. And you can see where my ally is. You can tell that he's new to the game. I'm focusing my infantry on the points, and he's focusing his infantry elsewhere for some reason. But we are all new. I'm not a good multiplayer guy, so I'm pinging to my ally, saying like, you have to move them. Like, they're literally doing nothing. But his first squad got absolutely demolished, and I think he's a bit traumatized by that experience, so he refuses to move them. Ideally, everyone should take his own flank, and if you need some assistance, that's like a different deal. But now I have to spread my attention over the entire map, which is not really good for micro and not really good at spotting things, right? I would be able to push on the southwestern side probably if I had didn't have to keep my reserves on the northwestern, northeastern part of me. Because so far, southwest is pretty much quiet. Always make sure to position your troops well, to give them a line of fire. We try to bring our guys. And our enemies have the support gun that's 76.2. Short barrel. It's literally pummeling those buildings to the ground. I have 2 machine gunners over here. We're gonna drop some smoke and essentially try to dig in. Spread out. These guys from that elevated position, they should be able to protect the point with their 2 machine guns. And I was thinking of getting something, but I simply did not have enough CP at this point. I have a lot of infantry everywhere. And in urban maps like Stalingrad, infantry is your biggest ally. I tried to dig in here, but like I kept clicking on the wrong unit. So that was kind of awkward, and I gave up, but like, whatever. This is actually a long barrel Panzer III. So he's not gonna be really good at taking out the support gun. And our enemy takes that that building over there. I think that building is indestructible, if I remember correctly. Luckily our ally has some troops in the smaller building over there, and I decided to bring a sniper. That would be the best investment right now. I keep my flamer in the back in case, you know, enemies orchestrate a push on E. Keeping your guys spread out can help a ton when it comes to dealing with enemy artillery, with enemy grenades. Simply that much better. This guy has a machine gun, but he's out of ammo. So we're gonna see if we can resupply him. Yeah, still a bit slow there. That'll be a good position for him. We're still getting bombarded, which is kind of annoying, in our ally lost his Panzer III. I was thinking of getting something, but again, I'm really population capped. You can tell that my sniper is already in position and opening fire. What really frustrates me at the time would be, you know, units just standing there in the open and firing. But it will be very difficult to take this position in the center from me. And my ally is successful. I want to commend them on it. Always try to be supportive of your allies if you can. People are very soft in this game. Like, they like to rage quit all the time. So, you know, try to get some support for your allies. Can really go a long way. Especially if they're nice. Being new at the game is not a bad thing. Here he gets more aggressive. He tries to push, get into a house. It wasn't the best of pushes, but I'm very happy that he did something. You know, keeping the pressure on the enemy will dissuade him from pushing elsewhere, which is good. I was thinking of getting another sniper on that side because my sniper on the left was very successful. Literally nailing all those guys. Already 8 kills. He just came in. And that guy over there is very, very safe. And because my ally did not protect his flank, you can see what's happening right now. He has a lot of infantry, but... You're used to playing against AI, this would never happen to you, but when you play against actual humans, then yeah. Those types of mistakes are big, and protecting your flanks is of crucial importance at a time. And I'm gonna find that out this match as well, so stay put. Always, whenever you can, just get as much infantry as possible, spread them out, cover your own flank. Those are some of the basics in multiplayer. Should be always the case, but you know, versus AI, you can get away without doing it. Enemies are bringing what I believe is wow. It's a T-34 for sure, but I cannot tell from this distance. Is it like 76 or 85? I kind of get greedy over here. My sniper does not have any targets, so I push him forward. As your sniper should never be the first one in the line of fire, because that makes him very easy to spot and kill, especially if there is no bushes, no trees. If he's kind of easy to spot, that puts him in a very, very bad position. We are indeed killing those guys quite well, but I'm bringing Panzerschreck because enemies are getting more aggressive. Yeah, this is T-3485 for 44, so it's a very, very capable tank from the Soviets. And you can see my ally is pushing this Panzerschreck guy over there. That was a valiant effort. He missed, unfortunately. But it was very close. And now we're getting peppered by, I believe, his 60mm mortar. The first shot I fire and I miss. But the second one, we get more successful. That mortar, though, it is small caliber, but it's quite annoying. My ally gets Panzer IV-H, I believe. It's a capable tank, but it's not as good as T-3485. '85 is simply like a different type of beast. And I can see my opponent pushing. Utilizing nades properly. He's doing a really, really good job over there. So I'm bringing my flamer as well, and I'm bringing an officer. My idea with an officer was that I can spot the enemy, you know, and maybe see that mortar. And also, if I need to, I could keep him essentially around the point as a cap value. We bring the Grill K. This thing is one of my favorite artillery pieces in the game. We immediately take out the track. The truck will, I think, still resupply that mortar. Not quite sure, though. Not quite sure. We lost a lot of guys over there. A lot of guys. But that was microing elsewhere, so... let's try to hit that mortar again. But we get lucky, and we take what I believe is mortar crew, and we take a bunch of T-34 85 guys. The tank is damaged, but it's not destroyed. We tracked him for sure. He might have sustained some other damage, but his turret seems to be operational. His gun is operational as well. Let's see if we get lucky. And we do. We wreck it completely. Now the job is to actually clean up those guys in a long trench. Ah, that was like really unlucky. Yeah, I want to make sure that there are no guys left in the trench. And it's how you defend the point. Still trying to hit it though. Not easy. There's a lot of room for my ally to push. northeast, or our left flank should be much, much further away than it is right now. But, you know, mistakes were made. So, I'm looking for Panzerfaust. This is my assistant. So, I'm definitely looking for that. And we're gonna drop some of the things. We don't really need a spade. We can live without it. We're gonna keep him safe. He is our very, very capable anti-tank tool. That was a very close shot. We'll take a tankman out. But now we have a bit of a problem. Because they have a half-track, and let me switch to Panzerfaust. And we hit it. But now enemy infantry is pushing. Our numbers are reduced. We do not have as many men defending the point. But as we said, it will be very, very difficult to charge. We are well positioned, even though we do not have that many men. Luckily for us, you know, it was a good hit. We damaged the engine. I think we tracked him again. As we said, our opponent was very complacent so far, but he is making a push. Very good from my ally. Very, very good. He hit the engine, and that T-34-85 is absolutely gone. There is no recovering from it. But my infantry is on point right now. And we are also bringing flamethrower. I get into the open, and I realize that, yeah, there is enemies controlling the streets, so we're gonna use some smoke. Maybe try to heal. We need to keep our guys spread out. You know, otherwise we can be in serious trouble. And this is the first time we see something really big. That will be Su-152. That thing is a beast. So far, so good. And I'm really glad to see that my ally is pushing the enemy. I tried to do some manual cleaning, but it's not that easy to do. I would take a lot of damage, and we're gonna have to heal. But we did clean a couple of guys there. That was a bit of an issue, but I was kind of thinking of what to do right now. Do we go for that Su-152? That's a very difficult hit. It's far away. I decided to go for half track, and I know for sure they're fixing it. So we killed 3 guys, and we essentially get rid of the half track. It's not completely destroyed, but I don't think they have enough repair kits and everything. And now because my ally is pushing, I just want to make sure that I can spread out my guys and I can support him a bit. Still enemy infantry, slowly but surely pushing our way. That wasn't a great hit, but we did something. I'm bringing a supply truck because soon we're gonna need more ammunition. And I kind of see that my flank is not completely covered, that I have some blind spots on the right, so... And we bring up a guy and we spot the Hellcat. I really love Hellcat. I use it as often as I can. And that thing is very, very fast, has good penetration, and has a paper-thin armor, fortunately. So, what I see immediately, that there is something coming my way, and I have... nothing to match it. I was hoping for some Panzerfaust, but I simply do not have it. I initiate like self-destruction, hoping that we're gonna do something, but look at how audacious this attack was. Really took me off guard. He really nailed me here. Kudos to my opponent. He was very, very quiet, the American player. He did not do much until now. Yeah, he planted the satchel over there. And the grill is gone, just like that. It did a lot of damage, but I'm not sure if it paid for itself. We hit that M20 with the Panzerschreck. My ally confuses it for the enemy hits the Panzer III, like on the map. Got hit that guy. And there is one more guy left. And I'm trying to ping to my ally like, there's a guy, there's a guy. He doesn't see him and he gets nailed. Oh, look at that guy, man. Look at him. What a hero. True American hero. That's John F. Rambo right there. So I split my section and I tell them to go, and I'm hoping to spot him, you know, in the building. That thing did so much damage. That guy was such a brave raid, I would say. And he distracted me long enough. So now we have a problem in the center. Enemy managed to dig in. I need to bring more troops. I was thinking about getting something to deal with enemy infantry, and I thought that the whirlwind might be a good option. I'm trying to find some good angles and good position for my infantry. Once MG42 starts firing, there is nothing that can match it. We tried to exchange a couple of nades here and there. Even my sniper gets involved somehow, but I don't think he can actually hit anything. Take their personal control. Just fall back. Gonna use a couple of nades. Yeah, that belt-fed MG is really, really strong. If you can get it into right position. As soon as I realized I got it there and I hear someone firing, I was like, damn, the Hellcat's still alive, and bam. Yep, Hellcat is alive and kicking. So I was like, these guys did their job. Let's get him onto the center, because we're still getting capped there. So I need to bring more troops onto the point. STGs are so good. Enemies keep pushing. We hit the 30-minute mark, so those guys gonna be, be able to bring doctrinal support level 3. That was pretty good. I see that monstrosity over there. I think that's 203 mil artillery mortar, or heavy mortar from the Soviet Union. I'm not sure how it's classified, but I think it's called mortar. Yeah, there it is. There it is. And that's Calliope, the American player. And there's another round as well. This one is pushing on another point. Oh, that was friendly fire. Friendly fire right there. But it seems like both the Soviet and American player are now pushing into the center in my right flank. We are holding the center. That's good for us. And I call for grill. That point is about to be taken. So we bring our anti-tank guy. We bring extra infantry to defend the point. There, another M20. And of course, you guys remember that commando? The guy that survived before? John F. Rambo? Well, he is alive and kicking. And he manages to kill another grill. What a legend, man. I just couldn't say anything bad. Just, what a legend. I thought he was gone. Like, I had like half of squads looking for him. And I was focusing elsewhere, so I thought that we killed him, but no. He's a true American hero. He's alive and kicking, and yeah, kudos to my opponent. He really, really messed me up there. So we lost 2 grills. We lost this is a really good shot over here. Really, really good shot with the Panzerschreck. Panzerschreck has the difficulty shooting over obstacles because of its flat trajectory, so it was a very difficult shot to hit, but we did. A little bit of luck on our side. And as I said, that guy destroyed essentially 2 grills. He destroyed the supply truck in Panzer III. What an epic run. What a monster. But if we were struggling with vehicles, we were definitely winning with infantry. If you look at the scoreboard, we have huge advantage by now. And we can say that I definitely misplayed with my vehicles. But luckily, American player was not as aggressive. Like frontline-wise, he had a very, very daring raid, very successful. And this is why you should always be probing your opponents, because you do not know their skill level, you do not know like where they're microing. We are focusing on 3 points simultaneously, and that's removing troops from where they should be, right? And also causing us to, you know, not be as focused. And this is where I realized that my right flank is probably the most exposed one, because my ally is pushing on the left, and that's good. I'm gonna bring this officer essentially as a cap value, because officers have insane cap value. I'm gonna keep him in the trench over there, where it will be very, very difficult for my opponent to get him. And he's slowly skirmishing with me, is, you know, pushing some guys over. But nothing special is happening. Oh, let's see. We can get a. We started a timer that nade, but unfortunately we couldn't do much. Making sure that my officer stays prone in the trench. That the 2 or 3 just does not pay off for the opponents. They need to kill something really big with it. You have to kill a tank that's heavy. You have to kill an enemy artillery piece. Otherwise, you're gonna be in trouble. I opened burst of my machine gun, but just too little, too late. Get mowed down. I was thinking that was an actual nade, but I tossed smoke instead. Kind of embarrassing. I have a bit of a lag. Apologies. And we get some grenadiers with a flamethrower, I believe. This is just military police. These guys are a joke. I think their HP is 150 or something. They're very cheap. But I think that my opponent cannot really field anything else. Maybe he's population capped. Has Calliope. He has Hellcat. And mentioning Calliope. Here it comes. Lonini is lagging for some reason. So we had some performance drops from time to time. But it's a part of a multiplayer game. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't unplayable. But yes, it was a little bit annoying. That's for sure. Okay, we're back. We are indeed back. So I'm trying to move my infantry to different positions. We have to keep an eye on that Calliope. I'm bringing flamethrower as well. I'm expecting him to make a push. And we just cannot allow our troops to be bunched up like this. Not with Calliope present. And sure. Here comes the volley. And does not kill a single guy. Because we were spread out so well. Did a lot of damage, but did not kill anyone. And now he gets a couple of shots. Gonna make sure that my guys are patched up before the enemy push. And this is where he makes some mistakes. The mistake here would be that he did not time it well. So this was a really good volley, both cases, but if his infantry was pushing up, he would be able to do so much damage, maybe even take the point. But because he wasn't, you know, that was it. Simply too little too late, and now he's bringing a truck. I do not know exactly why. I guess he's trying to resupply 50 cal or something. But if he timed it a bit better, I think he would be able to do much, much more. We did a terrible job with our vehicles, that's for sure. But I would say essentially that our infantry were carried the day, being able to spread out properly, being able to control those points. And because it's an urban map, you know, vehicles and tanks did not matter as much. It's also more difficult for artillery to hit specific angles on the map. So definitely buy as much infantry as you can, spread them out, do a good job there. And then with vehicles, if you're good, excellent. But I did a terrible job today and we won. I would advise American player to be more aggressive in the future. He proved that when he is aggressive, that he can actually do so much damage. He had a great raid, and I congratulate him on it. With my ally, I just hope that he's going to be, you know, more protective of his flanks, be more aggressive in the future. And for me, of course, taking better care of my expensive vehicles. That's all. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed it. If you want to play with me and the boys, join my Discord channel. And that's it. See you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.